The sky is clear, the sun is out, and we will have another cracker of a game. You don't keep any doubt. This is the plate final. I have the captains of Phantom Cricketers and Lainas Cricket Club, of course, along with the umpire. So I believe Hriday have the coin in hand. Here is the call. Tail it is. So Phantom Cricketers, Hriday, you have won the toss, and what is your decision and why?
We would like to bowl first. Definitely the pitch looks to be good, and we would like to pick up a good score so that at least we'll try to keep the score low so that we can defend it well. So yeah, that's it.
So this is the very important final. What is the combination for your team?
So we don't have any change from the last game we had. So probably we'll have, we have one change. So we have Babu in our side. So he's a good addition, and let's hope for the best.
Thank you so much, Hriday, for talking to us, and all the best for the game. So Rakin, hard luck with the coin toss. What would have been your decision if you would won the toss?
We would have chased two. We would have bowled first as well.
So now you have to bat first, and what is the target in your mind?
12-over game. It's hard for any team to set a target batting first when it's a shortened game, but we'll try to score as many runs as we can.
What about your team combination?
I guess we have 3 fast bowlers, a couple of all-rounders, and enough batsmen in the team, yeah.
Thank you so much, Rakin, and all the best for the game. So news from the center, Phantom Cricketers, they won the toss and they will bowl first.
Game on the cards. The plate final between Phantom Cricketers and Lainas Sports Club. Phantom Cricketers won the toss, elected to field first. That ploy has worked so far. We've seen the bowl final end in a victory for Inspire Cricket Club. They won the match by 8 wickets. "12 overs per innings for this game. This is the bowl or the plate final here. Phantom Cricketers will have to go and bowl first. It's always good to have a situation where you at least know the target before you go on to bat. And as the sun peeps through the clouds, the wicket might get easier for batting, but the spinners might be able to use the dryness of the wicket as well. So a very interesting prospect in our hands here. while we wait for the batters to take on to the field and the fielding side to come on, let's give you some updates of the points table of the Bimatech Royal Champions Trophy Season 5, powered by Jersey Smith. 8 teams participated in this tournament this season. And from Group A, it was Lila Cricket Club who topped the group with 3 wins from their 3 games. Bando Design Limited came in second. Phantom Cricketers were third in the group, 1 win from their 3 matches. And Lainas Sports Club as well were third from Group B, which is why they face off for the plate final here today at the Cricketers Academy.
final of Bimatic Presents Royal Champions Trophy Season 5, powered by Jersey Smith. And this game will be played between Phantom Cricketers and Lainas Cricket Club. It was happened a while ago where I was there with the captains and the umpire, where Phantom Cricketers won the toss. The captain Ridoy went into bowl first, got what he wanted, but Rakin cannot say such. The skipper of Lainas Cricket Club, he will be opening the batting as well. He said that he would have loved to bowl first in this final. You can see Rakin Aziz, very important player, of course, the skipper, very dangerous player as well. Can take the game away from the opponent in no time. In the previous game, the bowl final, we saw Dhaka Indians. They were outplayed by Inspire Cricket Club. Started really well, Dhaka Indians, but Inspire Cricket Club, in their bowling effort, they made a brilliant comeback, restricted the opponent within 94 only. That was a 10-over game. And this one is a 12-over game. So the playing conditions will allow two bowlers to have 3 overs each, and then 3 bowlers to bowl 2 overs each. Phantom Cricket Club, they will be starting with some left-arm orthodox spin. Ronnie, for him, we can see a slip, first slip in place. Manjur Hasan Khan, umpire for today for all the finals. Manjur Hasan Khan and Mohammad Shah Alam, very known, familiar faces for officiating the games in corporate cricket. Phantom Cricketers, they finished third in the Group A stages. Played 3 games, 2 losses, 1 wins. Lainas Cricket Club, they also finished third with 2 points. Slight delay to start the proceedings. We're all set now. Ronnie with the slip in place. Probably it was an inside edge. Ronnie, a bit excited he was, but immediately stopped the process of appealing. Power play in progress. For that we can see a long on and long off. The 2 boundary riders. For the left arm spinner, flighty delivery. Mid on it was.
That's the first wicket. That is the first wicket. An early breakthrough from Ronnie. Farhad, he goes for a duck. And what a start Phantom Cricketers got. It was bowled into the fuller area, fuller length. Farhad wanted to clear the mid-on. Wanted to go against the turn. The connection wasn't great, and it was a very well judged catch from the fielder. So the first wicket is down. Ronnie brought early success for his team. The second ball only, and he has a wicket. Hint of a turn, very good fielding. The scampers through for a single, the first runs. The slip fielder is not really happy to concede that run. He wanted to have the new batter on strike, but I don't think that's a problem because both batters are new. Rakhin Aziz, the skipper, he is also facing his first delivery. Good ball. He is bowling into very tight lines and lengths. Ronnie, we have seen how the spinners played vital roles in the first game. Inspire Cricket Club, all the spinners were top notch today. Very unusual stance for the umpire because Ronnie is someone who runs in between the umpire and the stumps. Playing across the line into the gap. Rakhin Aziz, he is a dangerous batter. He earns the first boundary of the innings. 5 for 1 after 1. A bit of flight. Just a hint of turn, probably holding the line. He was throwing his bat away from his body, but he covered major part of it, and that is why he got the boundary he was looking for. 5 for 1. Early success with some left arm spin has motivated the skipper to continue with some more left arm spin. Quicker delivery to start with. There is no slip in place in this over. We saw one in the first over. Coming down the wicket. Couldn't contact the ball with the bat, but got the single via leg by. Runs are important. This is a 12 over game. So of course both teams, they wanted to have a ball first. Phantom got what they wanted by winning the toss. But in the first game we saw chasing team won the game. White ball signaled by the umpire, so not a good start from the bowler. We were talking about the effectiveness of the spinners in the first game. We saw Siam bowling the first over and being expensive, and then till the 19th over all spinners were in action for Inspire Cricket Club. What a ball. What a ball to get rid of Rakhin Aziz, the skipper. That is a huge wicket. Rakhin Aziz wanted to go across the line. He hit a boundary in the last over. That was the final ball. And once again he wanted to go over the top, maybe targeting that cow corner region. Missed it completely, and Sabbir gets the big breakthrough. Lainas Sports Club, they are in trouble. 7 for 2 into the second over. Sabir started with a dot, then a leg by, then a wide. He lacked control, but one time he gained it and he got rid of the skipper, Rakin Aziz. What a big wicket. Both the openers are now back in the hut. Lainas Sports Club, not a good start. Remember, this is a 12-over game. The plate final. The bowl final was a 10-over game. 7 for 2. Phantom Cricket Club. What a start. This is the just started they wanted, they needed, and they got it. After winning the toss, choosing to bowl first. 1 wicket in the first over. 2nd wicket in the 2nd over. So they are flying high. Tushar, the new batter, taking guard now. We can see a long off in place, along with a deep mid wicket as the two boundary riders. The power play overs are in action. Sabir playing across the line. Deep mid wicket will come into place. Tushar immediately gets off the mark. It has been raining in various parts of Dhaka since the morning, but no rain in this part. We are in Purvachal, the Cricketers Academy, the first ground. All 3 games will be hosted in this ground. Once again coming down the wicket, Rakin. Clearly they are not getting used to the pitch. They are not being able to judge the pace of the pitch. What an over, Sabir. Only 3 of it. 1 of them was a leg by. This time the batter watched the ball till the very end to pick up a single. End of another successful over after 2, 9 for 2. Rimon got early success in this innings, got the first wicket in the very first over, giving away only 5 runs. He will be continuing, and he will be continuing with a slip in place like the first over. Once again, the umpire has to make some room for him. Flighter delivery, missed completely, Rakin, and the off stumps has been rattled. Wow, what a decision to continue with the same bowler for the 2nd over, and it paid off. 3rd wicket down. We haven't reached to double digit yet. Lainas Sports Club 9 for 3. They are in big trouble. Phantom Cricket Club, they are on fire, picking up 3 wickets in each of the first 3 overs. And this time with the first ball, Rimon got his 2nd wicket. A bit flight was on offer. Rakin, his eyes lit up seeing the flight. Let's have a look at it once again. Cleared the front leg, wanted to whack it over the mid wicket region. Lost the body shape, missed the line completely. Not a good shot. He will not like to see that replay. We were talking about how the spinners played their part in these games, in this tournament, and today is no different. No sunlight out there, cloud covering on the sky. This time just over mid off. Beg your pardon, it was long off. And for the first 6 of the innings, I don't think he timed it that well. Yes. Almost at the bottom part of the bat, but it was hit well enough to carry over the boundary. Russell, he comes, starts with a 6, then a dot ball. So all things are happening. This time into the gap will earn him another boundary. Rimon wanted to bowl a bit quicker, but ended up offering a short delivery. And the batter made no mistake. It was a freebie for him. So bit of counter attack from the batter, Russell. 10 runs scored by hitting 2 boundaries, 1 6, 1 4 and 2 dot balls, 10 of 4. So this is good cricket from Lainas. From Russell. Last ball of the over. Oh, wanted to play it late. The slip was in place. So dot to end the over. Even full over from Rimon. 10 runs and a wicket of it. 19 for 3. Change of bat for Russell. I'm not really sure what went wrong. He was hitting them well. Hit a 6, hit a 4. Maybe got a better bat at his hand. Only time will tell. And Sabbir will continue for his second over. 3 for 1 in his first over. Wanted to whack it, playing across the line, inside edge. That was a risky shot to attempt from Tushar. He was saved by that inside edge. Otherwise it could have been plump for him. Could have been the curtains for him. 19 for 3. Wow. He is a bit round armish action. He got Sabbir. The batters, they are still trying to figure out whether there is any turn. Only 1 or 2 occasions we witnessed in the first game the spinners having some turn, but otherwise it's only the pace or lack of it which is bringing success to the spinners. Once again, very good ball coming back with the arm. Russell wanted to go over the top. Wanted to target that V region. Yes. Now he is shadowing to tap it into the leg side for a single, and probably that would have been more smart right now. Looking at the scoreboard, 20 for 3. He tried that one, but the ball was sliding down the leg side. Sabbir once again started brilliantly in this over. 3 of his first over, 1 leg by from his second till now. 2 balls left. He definitely will want to finish on a high. It goes high from Russell. Brilliant connection of the bat. The sound of the bat told us the story that no ground will be big enough to keep it inside. Again, he wanted to target the same area, this time inside edge. Got the inside part of the bat. Went to Ali, who is fielding in the mid-wicket region. 8 runs of the over. The second over from Sabir after 4, 27 for 3. This is a nice little partnership building on between Russell and Tushar. They were 9 for 3 at one stage, still not out of trouble fully, but they are building some partnership. 18 so far between these two. Change of bowlers. Sharif, for the first time, we'll be seeing him in action. And it seems like we have another left arm spinner. Yes, the third one. All left arm spin so far in this innings. Oh, that was a tight shot to attempt. Russell. It was a dangerous shot. Quicker ball from Sharif, coming back with the arm. He almost played it off the stumps. Once again coming down the wicket, but more in an optimistic manner. I don't think he probably was thinking the bowler will give him some air to work with, but Sharif didn't. Quicker ball, slight appeal. Overthrow, that is poor. That is poor, and that there was no backup on the other side. So 5 runs being scored. This will hurt Phantom. 5 leg byes, free runs. Kept a bit low. Attempted a quicker one from Sharif. Lainas Sports Club trying to come out of trouble. Bowled him! That's the first wicket for Tushar. Tushar wanted to play it inside out, missed it completely, gave himself a bit of room. That's the 4th wicket, and once again Phantom made a strong comeback. There's 34 for 4. Let's have a look at it again. He wanted to go inside out. It was on the off stump. I'm afraid that was a wrong shot, wrong choice of shot from Tushar. Came back sharply and he missed it, only to rattle the off stump. So Lainas Sports Club, they were looking good through that partnership after losing three early wickets. 3 for 9 they were. Then the 25 runs partnership, and now Tushar is back in the hut, and they need to start once again the consolidation. Beautifully bowled. Will be a single only to end the over after 5:35 for 4. Sabbir will continue, and that will be the final over for him. 2 overs, 1 for 10. Big appeal, big appeal. Umpire Shah Alam, he nods against the bowlers. He wanted to review the fielder. Probably it was going down the leg side, so that's a good decision from the umpire, but a bad shot from Morshad. He wanted to play across the line. He didn't cover the line of the ball. This time he bowls a wide. Sabbir. Clearly Phantom Cricket Club, they are looking for wickets, and that is why Sabbir is continuing currently. 3 bowlers, 3 left arm spinners have been introduced so far. All picked up a wicket. Rimon has 2, Sabbir has 1. Sharif had 1 in the last over. Lainas Cricket Club, time is running out. This is the 6th over. So we are almost halfway done through the innings. Runs are not coming. Runs are not coming easily. Of course, credit must be given to the bowlers for maintaining their tight line and length. At least 2 more bowlers yet to be introduced from Phantom. This time goes big. Protection there. Single only. So this is another good over from Sabbir. Look at the spell he bowled. Look at the bowling figures. 1 for 13. I'm not really sure whether that is the right option to play. A number of batters tried that slog sweep, tried that across the line attempt. I don't really remember any of them succeeding. So, not really sure whether that is the right ploy. Final ball coming up in this over. Again, this time a better connection, but there is protection as well. Misfielding. That was a bad misfielding. Sabbir is not impressed at all. Yes, it was hit hard, but it was straight hit towards Ali. And Ali himself will be disappointed. Once again, flighted delivery. Bringing it into the stumps. And the batter dragging it from outside. It was a powerful sweep shot for a boundary after 6, 44 for 4. Sharif will continue, who picked up a wicket already in his first over. Sabbir has finished his spell, 1 for 18. So that's brilliant from him. Sharif started brilliantly as well. Yes, he gave away 3 runs, but there was a 5 leg byes included in that over as well that didn't add into the bowler's account. Once again, trying to go inside out. Not able to connect it properly. 45 for 1. We are into the 7th over. So 6 overs gone, 6 overs remaining. At this rate, they will reach somewhere around 92 run mark. Definitely they will not be happy with that effort. They would want more. Probably anything in excess of 120 or even more, closer to 150 as well, maybe. Good little partnership building up for Lainas Sports Club. Morshed scored a boundary in the last over of the previous last ball of the previous over. Russell is trying to stay there, not playing over aggressive cricket, which is the need at this moment. But time is also running out very quickly. Oh, upishly played. Didn't carry to the bowler. So Sharif, once again, this is a brilliant over from him. 2 singles in the first 2 balls, then 2 consecutive dot deliveries. Upishly played. Not timed perfectly, will be a single only. Singles will not hurt Phantom Cricket Club. Lainas Sports Club, they would love some boundaries here and there, and they need some boundaries. Brilliantly bowled. Brilliantly bowled. Only 3 of these Sharif over. After 7, 47 for 4. We have been talking about the weather since morning. It was raining in various parts of Dhaka city. The rain didn't affect the game, but now the rain has come and we will have a halt in this game. We will have a halt in this game, and the groundsmen, they will be on action. And suddenly it's a heavy rain. We were talking about the rain, heavy rain since morning in various parts. Even when I was coming to the ground, I was affected by the rain. So it was kind of inevitable. So 47 for 4. Remember, we will have another game, the big one, the final, the championship after this game ends. So a lot of things to consider, a lot of equations to be made. The day started with a 10 over per side game for the bowl championship, for the bowl final. It was extended to 12 in this game for the plate. But I'm not really sure whether we can end it with a 12 over game before the start of the final. Definitely we will hope the rain will go away quickly. And the good news is it has already slowed a bit. And the umpires, they started to leave the ground, but suddenly they stopped. Yes, we can see the umpires going back to the pitch side, observing the situation very closely. The players are also eager to go out and have some cricket, play some cricket. 47 for 4, Lainas Cricket Club after losing the toss. They have been put to bat first. Yes, this is good sight for any cricket lover. The groundsmen, they are returning with the cover. So the rain came for a very, very brief period of time, maybe a minute or so. Even the umpires, they could not leave the ground and the rain go away, which is a good news. 47 for 4, Lainas Sports Club. We will have a short break now and we will resume as soon as the game starts. Happy scenes for the spectators. For a very short time, we had a halt in this game due to rain, but now everything is sorted. players are getting back into the field. Lainas Sports Club, they lost a toss and they have put to bat first, and they have lost 4 of their top order batters. They were 9 for 3, they were 34 for 4. Good news for them is Russell is still out there. 22 of 18 balls. So Samuel will be the new bowler. The skipper Ridoy. For the first time in this innings, we will see some pace bowling. Ridoy, the skipper, versus Russell. Kept a bit low. Russell gave the strike away for Morshid. 29 balls if there is no wides or no balls to bowl. So 29 balls remaining. 48 on the board. So Lainas Sports Club, they are really falling behind in terms of run rate. Once again wanted to whack it over mid-wicket, but the ball was way outside the off stump. It was almost touching that wide line, and he was targeting the mid-wicket region. Probably hitting through the line is a better option because he got the shorter boundary on the offside as well. Not really sure whether that was a wise choice of shots, and immediately a change. We can see an extra cover in that region. Probably Rida realizing he will go offside now. No, he will not go offside. He goes leg side once again, trying to drag it from way outside off stump. And that was another poor shot, poor execution from Morshid, dragging it, trying to drag it from way outside off stump. Once again, he's been trying these things since morning and failing in this since morning. This time he has to go back. That's the 5th wicket down, and the skipper picks up his first wicket, 48 for 5.
Look at how the wicket fell. It was short. It was there to be hit. Went for the straight hit, but dragged it towards long on, and a fielder was very nicely placed there. Way ahead of the boundary line. Should not look behind, but it's some very good effort there from the fielder. Was absolutely trying to make sure that he took the catch cleanly. So Samuel with the wicket. Lainas Sports Club put on to bat. They lost the toss. Probably would have loved to bowl first as well. Struggling a bit here. In the previous game, in this same wicket, in the bowl final, we saw the Dhaka Indians posting above 95, and still that wasn't enough. How much can Lainas Sports Club go and score? This is a 12-over game, so there are a few overs left in this. The release was pretty nice. Misfield. The batters would take the opportunity to pick up a couple. Samuel not happy with the fielder. An extra run being taken there. Doesn't want the new batter to settle down. Shojul just came in. Got one on the middle of the bat. Got off the mark. The team 50 comes up as well for Lainas Sports Club. for the loss of 5 wickets. That is the biggest concern.
Brilliantly played. And that was required when Morshed was batting. He was trying to drag it from outside off stump, and this time look how Shajol played that one. There was no protection in the deep backward point region area, and all he had to do was clear the infield, and he did it. Brilliantly played. Beautiful placement as well. So very good boundary. We are talking about it since morning, how the Pacers are being ineffective. Yes, Hridoy, he picked up a wicket, but he gave away 7 runs already. Yet a ball to come. And in the context of the game, we can say that is fairly expensive.
Steps out, hits it straight over the top, over the head, and all the way. What a brilliant strike from Shajol. The Lainas Sports Club innings getting some impetus here. A strong finish to the over. 60 for 5 after 8. The more you look at it, the more you get impressed. That was straight as an arrow. Vertical bat. And the bottom hand comes in as well. Shajol is off to a flying start. 12 of 3. The new over begins, and a lofted shot to greet the new bowler. Both the batters look settled. Russell has been in the crease for quite some time, but he has to stay at one end. I think that would be key for Lainas Sports Club. Rimon into his 3rd over. A couple of bowlers can bowl 3, and the others will have a maximum of 2 overs to bowl. This is a 12-over game. The plate final of the Bimatech Royal Champions Trophy Season 5, powered by Jersey Smith, co-sponsor Euro Bangla Foundation. And you're watching us live through our broadcast partner Cloud Live. Well bowled, right on the money. This is a testament of the kind of bowling that he did, Sharif. He's picked up a couple of wickets. It's very hard to get away. Bowls stump to stump, very accurate. And he's bowling in a very good length as well. Steps out, misses it, stumped. Shajol has to walk back. Another big breakthrough for the Phantom cricketers. That was a brilliant delivery. Deceived the batter in the flight. Missed the length of the ball completely. Stepped out, and once you step out, you take a big risk. You have to connect. And Shajol failed. Looked very good against the pace of Samuel in the previous over. But once the spinner came on, they should have probably played him out. He has been the best bowler for Phantom cricketers. Shajol walks back. The new batter comes in. Sharif picks up his third. Just have a look at that replay. Went in with the arm. Could have been bowled as well, but a very good take and takes the bails off immediately. Shajal walks back. Will be dejected. Got that brilliant start. New batter in is Raihan, coming in at number 8. So the wickets falling in heaps has been the case for Lainas Sports Club since the beginning of their innings. None of the partnerships really grew. And the run rate at times looked good, but then suddenly it all falls apart and they'll have to start from scratch. Very well bowled. Look at that. Stuck in his crease. And another dot ball. That went with the arm, but down the leg. Will be a wide, an extra run. Good call by the umpire.
Sharif. He is into his final over. Oh, almost picked up his third wicket. Shajal, who was looking really, really dangerous, he is back into the hut. So that's been the story of this innings for Lainas Sports Club so far. Whenever they will start to look good, they lose a wicket just like that. The only difference is Raihan was never looking good. He missed a pretty straight ball. Oh, what a poor choice of shot. Once again, that went through his bat and pads. That's the second wicket. Sharif finishes off his spell. 3 for 8. What a brilliant spell he bowled. 62 for 7.
And that's how the other wicket fell again through the gate. Absolutely missed the line. He's bowled really well. Wide of the crease. Creating that angle. And uproots the middle stump. Raihan. He comes and departs. Doesn't add anything to the scorecard. And it's a sorry looking scorecard for Lainas Sports Club. 62 for 7. 3 overs to go. Tough task ahead. The new batter walks in struggling with his helmet. The umpire Shah Alam. He's taken one of his gloves and hiding it behind. Probably some sporty banter there between the two. Pace bowling option being deployed here. Alamin with the ball in hand is going to start off a new over number 10. Russell is still there. Probably the last hope for Lainas Sports Club. Has to stick around. Those 18 deliveries, he must try and play most of them. Way outside off. He's got pace, he's got zip, but not the lines and lengths.
Well, the only over of pace bowling in this inning so far, it was bowled by the skipper Ridoy, and he conceded 13 runs, if I'm not wrong. And we saw similar story in the first game as well in the bowl final. So the batters enjoy pace on the ball, but not like that. He was just throwing his bat away from the body. A lot of the batters so far departed into the back into the hut. They played poor shots. And Russell, he is the set batter on batting on 24. Just look at that shot. He's losing his shape. I'm not really sure whether he knows on which stumps he is taking his guard. He clearly has no idea where the off stumps is. At least from that shot I can tell that.
Big shuffle, play and a miss. Alamin on point. He understands the batter wants to walk across to the off stump and play his shots, but he's bowling it wide enough, out of reach. It's been a struggle for Russell. He's on to 24, the only recognized batter at the moment. Closer to the bat, plays it off for a single.
At the start of this over, the scenario was perfect, as perfect as it could get for Lainas Sports Club. Pace bowler in action, their set batter on strike, but he just wasted the opportunity. 3 dot deliveries, playing 3 wild whacks, and then getting a single on the 4th. That kept a bit low for the number 9 batter. This still a single.
They needed that single there. At least not a dot ball. It's been an exceptional over here from Alamin under pressure. Of course, you've mentioned about the reputation that the faster bowlers have here. It's difficult and it's sultry, it's humid, it's hot. Not easy for the quick ones. But he's done his best. Well bowled. Excellent channel. Very nice length. Just a tad bit short. Gets that zip and extra bounce. A dot to end the over. 65 for 7 after 10.
Hridoy brings himself back into the attack. The skipper, he picked up a wicket, but he was expensive as well. But good news for him is Shajul is back in the hut, who hit him for a 6 in the final ball of his previous over. And the last over, bowled by Alamin, the other pacer, it was a good over, only 3 runs over. It will be a wide. Rohit, the number 9 batter. So the ploy from Phantom, Parvez, we saw that they have 2 or 3 pace bowlers, but they started with spinners. We have seen they continued with the spinners, finished their spells as well, and they brought results for them. And now when the pacers are on, they are in a luxurious position to try whatever they want because the tail is already out.
Very important point, I think. The tail is exposed, the tail is on strike, and they will definitely find it harder to hit against the pace bowlers. So there is some respite. The plan has worked really well in terms of bowling changes. Walks into the shot, misses it completely. That's what happens when you've got some pace on the ball and a tail ender is trying to hit you out of the park. It's not being even able to put bat on ball. I think Russell has to go and talk to him.
Yes, absolutely. Rohit is making a lot of movements and losing his shape. That is expected from a tailender, and also this is the 11th over, the penultimate one in this innings. Slower delivery, but it was way outside off stump, the second wide. And as you were saying, I completely agree with this, that Russell must go and talk to Rohit that please don't waste deliveries, at least put bat on ball and let's run for everything.
Still got 4 legal deliveries in this over. A couple of wides. Those are the only runs that came about. They need to get to 100. Can they do it? That's slashed away. Straight to the fielder. Nothing's going the way of Lainas Sports Club. Another one outside the off. That was a punishable delivery, but Rohit was only able to slash at it onto the hands of the backward point fielder. Yet another one bites the dust. 67 for 8. Lainas Sports Club in real big trouble.
That was on the cards, to be very honest. So far in this over, the 2 dot balls and 2 wides. In all the occasions, Rohit played one single shot, trying to whack it over the mid-wicket region. No matter what is the line, what is the length. And Hridoy, he was bowling continuously way outside off stump, and finally when Rohit made the connection, it was an easy catch for the backward point fielder. So brilliant bowling, brilliant planning and brilliant execution as well from the skipper. Lainas Sports Club, they are losing their way. 67 for 8. Oh no. This is an innings to forget. Unfortunately, it has come in the final of the plate. "12 overs per side game." Samuel, 2 wickets to his name. Samuel Hridoy, the skipper. At the toss, he was talking about, he didn't really mention any number, but he was saying that he wants to restrict the opposition at as low score as they can. They're certainly going to achieve that. I mean, how many? What's the most they could score? Maybe 80 from here? Maybe 85? Is that enough from 12 overs? That is the question. A big appeal, but it was clearly high and missing the stumps.
There was a good delivery there once again. Trying to bowl stump to stump here. Yeah, something around 80 is still on the cards. But if Russell can play at least 5 or 6 of the remaining 8 deliveries, maybe pick up a couple of boundaries or 3 boundaries, they could reach to a score somewhere close to 85 to 90. I'm not sure if that will be enough though. The wicket has behaved well. It was a failure of the top order that has created this suffering for them. Russell just goes for the single, ambles away for the single. Strike goes back to Zubair, who'll play the final delivery of the 11th over. Just one more over to go after this. A struggling batting innings from Lainas Sports Club, something they would not have wanted at the beginning of this match. And had the toss played a big part here, because Lainas Sports Club also wanted to field first had they won the toss, but it did not go their way. Well bowled. Zubair tried his best, but will only pick up a single. So Zubair keeps strike for the final over. 70 for 8 after 11. So the final over of the innings of Lainas Sports Club. Zubair on strike. Alamin bowled a fantastic first over. Just conceded 3 runs, a leg by and a couple of singles. So he's going to want to do the same, making some final adjustments to his field. They look very serious and they have no intention of giving away the momentum that they have at the moment. They've got Lainas Sports Club on the ropes now. Time to give the killer blow. They'll be very happy. Phantom cricketers. They won the toss. Fielding first. If you tell them after 12 overs, they would be able to restrict Lainas Sports Club to less than 100. They would have taken it any day. Edge stall. There's no one at deep third. The ball sliced away. Moves away to the boundary. A lucky touch. Important runs here for Lainas Sports Club off the bat of Zubair.
They need that. They need that luck. Lots of luck. Only 5 balls remaining. The best thing of Zubair that he didn't try to hit across the line. Yes, he cleared his front leg, but at least he tried to hit through the line. This time it's up in the air. Who is coming underneath it? The bowler himself, but he lost it in the sky. Everything is going on. Zubair. Vital, very vital 6 runs he scored.
Very important 6 runs, and I think it's also important that he gives strike to the last recognized batter here, Russell. He's got a big task on his hands. 24 runs up for grabs. Can he hit those 4 sixes and take his team to 99? Or am I being too ambitious on his behalf? I'm not sure. Alamin, false start, walks back. Russell will go for the fences. Big shuffle, a big flick, and he finds the gap. It goes all the way. Much needed runs here for Lainas Sports Club. They've risen right at the end, and this will give them a little bit of hope. Brilliantly timed. Just look at that flick of the wrist. Beautiful strike, and that deserved to go all the way.
Stylish shot. Alamin maybe guilty of bowling too straight, but let's take nothing away from Russell. What a shot it was. So this is a good over. The final one, 4-1-6. Can Russell repeat it? No, he cannot. Alamin, back to usual.
That was a good delivery. We've seen him do this a lot in his previous over, beating the batters outside the off stump and getting that extra bounce that he gets. Really hits the deck hard. Alamin loves to bowl quick. Sometimes that is a bit of a problem. From an edge, the batters might get a boundary or two. Lofts it. The timing wasn't very good. Did not sound good off the bat. Straight to the hands of the fielder at a long off. And Russell's resistance comes to an end. He has to depart. That was all he could muster. 32 runs of 28. Lainas Sports Club lose their 9th with 1 ball remaining.
Russell tried his best. Top scorer in this innings. He had to cut down his natural instinct of going aggressive, being aggressive. At times he wanted to be aggressive, but the situation didn't allow him maybe to think clearly. He played lots of false shots, but more importantly for Lainas Sports Club, he remained there almost till the end. Only 1 ball remaining. I don't think he could have done better than that so far. Whatever he did, there was no support for him from the other side. A lot of big names in this level of cricket, the Lainas Sports Club, but unfortunately, on the day they couldn't deliver. They must be really, really disappointed. But it's not over yet. This is the final, so there will be a pressure on the chasing team, no matter how small the target is. Outside edge, that will be a boundary. So they are finishing on a high. That's a productive final over. 15 of it. Alamin, he bowled a brilliant first over, but 15 runs he gave away in the final over. So 85 is the score for Lainas Sports Club. This is a 12 over game, so they managed to keep the required run rate just over 7. You never know, 1 or 2 tight overs, 1 or 2 quick wickets. Things could be very interesting.
It could absolutely. And 86 runs required for Phantom cricketers from their stipulated 12 overs. It will be an interesting run chase. Let's hope we get a cracker of a game. Time to take a breather. Hopefully we'll be back when the batting starts for the Phantom cricketers. Meantime, this is the batting card. Lainas Sports Club losing the toss, batting first. The top order, top 4, none of them into double digits. A really sad looking scorecard. Russell with the top score of 32. Shojol with some important 12 runs at the end. And Jobair and Shojol chipping up with a few runs as well. 15 extras is what created some problems for Phantom cricketers. But in the end, it was Sharif who did his job. 3 for 8 from his 3 overs. Couple of wickets for Samuel and Rimon as well. Sabbir and Alamin picking 1 each. So 86 is the target for Phantom cricketers to win the Plate Cup of this season's Bimatech Royal Champions Trophy Season 5. 86 to need. They need from 72 deliveries. We'll come back very soon with the Phantom cricketers run chase. back live. You're watching us through our broadcast partner Cloud Live, and you're watching us on the Royal Champions Trophy Facebook and YouTube platforms. The day of the finals of the Bimatech Royal Champions Trophy Season 5, powered by Jersey Smith, co-sponsors Eurobangla Foundation. This is the Plate Cup final, the match between Phantom Cricketers and Lainas Sports Club. Lainas have given 86 as the target for the Phantoms to go and chase. On the naked eye, looks like an easy enough run chase here. Will be a very difficult task for Lainas Sports Club to defend 85 from the 12 overs that they have to come and bowl. Captain Rakin, along with his troops, already in the field as we wait the two openers from Phantom Cricketers to make their way to the center. We've seen a mixed bag. A few pace bowlers doing well, but predominantly it was the spinners who did their job initially with the new ball for Phantom Cricketers. And Sharif was the pick of the bowlers, picked up 3 for 8 from his 3 overs. So that gives us an idea about how spin could work in such a wicket against batters who want to go and hit big from ball 1. So what would Lainas Sports Club think about? Who's going to start for them? The two openers are making their way. It's a bright, sunny, humid day here. It was cloudy. It rained early on in the morning. The clouds are moving away and we're up for an exciting run chase here in the Plate Cup final.
.86 is the target for Phantom Cricket Club to lift that trophy, the Plate Championship. Rakin Aziz trying to marshal his troops to the perfection, and perfection they need to defend this total. That is not a big one, just over 7 the required run rate. 86 runs from 12 should not be a problem. The conditions, they are in favor of the batters as well. Yes, the spinners are playing their roles in all 3 innings so far we have seen today in the first innings of this match. But I do not think 7 runs per over, that should be a problem. Russell will start the proceedings for Lainas Sports Club. The right arm off spin. We have seen tons of left arm spinners today. Russell will start with a slip against the left-handed batter. So there was a matchup and he started really well.
Very good start there. On the money. It's got a slip in place as well. Good take. Oh no, missed the keeper as well. The ball races off towards the boundary. It is wides and 4, so 5 extra runs. As soon as he got a good start, the second delivery was wayward. And the wicketkeeper could have stopped those extras. He fails as well, so runs on the board for Phantom Cricketers.
That's poor from the keeper. Yes, it was down the leg side. Yes, he could have been blinded by the batter, but still, I don't think it was a very difficult one to stop, at least to stop. Morshed, he's a big man, probably a bit slow to move. And it happens. These are not professional cricketers, so we cannot really expect international cricketers' performance to that level. Of course, we do not expect them, but still, we have seen better cricket from these players, from these very players. And when you are defending only 86 runs, these are something you need to stop.
Can you stop that, by the way? Goes all the way for 6. First runs off the bat, and it is a maximum from the bat of Sabbir. It was flighted in his hitting arc, steps out, lofts it over long on. And that is a massive hit. Just look at how he uses his feet. Stays outside the line of the ball to swing the bat properly. And that was some proper connection.
It was a nothing delivery. It was a hit me delivery, to be very honest. This time he goes inside out. Is that a 6? No. One bounce. Over backward point. So Phantom Cricket Club, they are on their way. Russell, once again poor of being too wide, too full at this level, at this point of time. The new ball in his hands. Look at that. Not tight enough to keep the batter in control, in check.
Lofts it again, this time straight to the hand of the fielder at long off. Oh my goodness. Everything's happening here. Great catch at long off. And Lainas Sports Club have a lifeline.
Well, Sabir got a bit carried away, to be very honest. There was a long off in place. And why do you need to play that shot, especially when 15 runs are already on the board in the first over? Maybe he wanted to play that inside out shot, but executing those shots, you have to be perfect. You have to pick the ball, you have to pick the length perfectly, you have to time perfectly. So that was an unnecessary risk, in my opinion, he took, and he perished. Look at that. Yes, he wanted to play it through the extra cover region, but to be very honest, the length was not there to maneuver him towards that region. So yes, it was an expensive over from the bowler, but at the end he picked up a wicket as well. 15 for 1 after 1.
Right arm off spin from one end and left arm orthodox spin from the other. Zubair has the ball in his hand, so Lainas Sports Club, they are lining up their spinners here. And the plan is pretty similar to what the Phantom Cricketers did. Bowl with spin to start off, where the ball is hard and new. Try to keep the batters in check. Bowl the correct lines and lengths and let the batter do the job. 15 of the first. An ideal start for Phantom Cricketers, but they lost a wicket. This is the kind of game that we've seen. No big partnership whatsoever. Zubair with that wide slip again. Flights that. Got some good drift here. In the end, ball goes towards the fielder at wideish long off. Just a single. Runs on the board for Rimon. He gets off the mark.
Rimon, Ripon batting together, rhyming together their names. Music just outside the com box, a festive mood around us. And why not? This is the final day of this tournament. And that's another wicket. That is a very, very good catch. Zubair picks up a wicket. Shajol at mid-on. Ripan goes for a duck. There's the second wicket. So Lainas, they are not giving up without a fight. Ripan tried to cover that mid-on region, but that was a fuller delivery. That was a quicker delivery. And Zubair didn't give him much space to get underneath the ball and to lift it. And that is where Ripan fall. Brilliant bowling, brilliant catch. Excellent. Excellent from Lainas. They wanted quick wickets. They got quick wickets. Now they have to maintain the pressure. Let's have a look at it again. Just look at that. Quicker delivery, fuller delivery. Wanted to go over that mid-on fielder. And what a catch. Diving forward. And Parvez, exactly this is the reason I was disappointed with the wicketkeeper, because this is the level of fielding, this is the level of commitment we have seen from these very so-called amateur, so-called unprofessional cricketers. They have been brilliant over the years for seasons after seasons.
Yes, absolutely. And this is the kind of fielding effort that also inspires the bowlers. They've got a lifeline here. Very well bowled, Zubair. Just look at the lines and lengths now. He's getting serious. Things are getting heated up here. The new batter will face the music. It's not an easy situation to bat on. Of course, it's not a huge target. The required run rate is just above 6.5. But the fall of wickets will really create a lot of pressure here. Again, a quick delivery, restricting the batters. No runs available. This is good stuff from Zubair. It's one of their better bowlers here. Two bowlers can bowl a maximum of 3 overs. We'll have to see who's going to do that for them. Zubair definitely looks like a contender to bowl 3 overs. Driven. Oh, a run out. Opportunity was there. A direct hit could have been curtains for the batter. Somehow manages to get off the mark. He was quite desperate to go to the other end. What is this kind of pressure that the Phantom cricketers are feeling at the moment? All of a sudden it seems like they are struggling.
Bowled him! There's the second wicket in this over for Zubair. What an over he bowled. 2 for 2. Rimon, what was that shot? Why was that shot on display? Oh my goodness. That's so basic. Yes, you can show your disappointed face, but that's no use now. 15 of the first over, they were flying. Yes, they lost a wicket, but they had runs. Now they lost 2 in the second over, and suddenly they are 17 for 3, and now they are under pressure. The pressure of chasing in the final. Look at that. Zubair, it was a full ball and he was attempting a pull shot of a fuller length delivery. I'm afraid I don't think he himself could explain that shot seeing that replay.
So the spinners are in action. Zubair weaving his magic in the second over, picking up a couple of wickets. Phantom Cricketers suddenly in a spot of bother. 3 wickets down, 17 on the board. The run rate isn't a big issue here. Still have 10 overs to bat, 60 more deliveries to face. But they've got 7 wickets in hand. That is the problem. Nicely driven. Stopped in the inner circle. This is good batting. And a quick single to kick off proceedings in this over. Will be an important over here from Russell. Was expensive in his first, but picked up a wicket as well. Finds another left-handed batter in the form of Ali, who's going to take first strike. Difficult task defending 85 from 12 overs, but they've done well so far, Lainas Sports Club. And a lot of credit has to be given to the bowler, yes, but also to the fielders who have taken 2 excellent catches and kept their team in the match. Well bowled. The wicket looks really baked. The sun is out. It's pretty hazy at the moment as well. So it's difficult conditions for both sets of players out in the middle.
The spinners will enjoy though. The cracks will open up. The wicket will be dried up. Already the spinners were dominating when it was cloudy in the morning. Now this is the ideal conditions for the spinners, and that is where the batters have to be sensible. Yes, they have lost 3 wickets, but they have the record run rate under control. Still hovering around 6.5 or 6. Big appeal, it looked close, but umpire Monju, he walks away. Parvez in the com box, he thought it was out. Parvez, can you explain that?
Oh, that looked very, very close. It was full, it was straight. Unless the batter had some sort of an inside edge onto it, it looked pretty adjacent. It looked pretty plump. This is outside off. Not much room to work with. For the time being, the batters are settling down for singles. Could have been 4 down.
Singles is the name of the game currently for the batting team. Phantom Cricketers, they are not under any pressure of required run rate. They are not under pressure of net run rate. They just have to score 86 runs. Once again, it was a wayward throw. It was another opportunity of run out, I guess. But the batters have to take it now after 3, 21 for 3. .65 to win from 54 balls. Nine overs remaining. What a turnaround. Thanks to Jubair for his brilliant over. 2 wickets in his first over. And he will continue. Why not? 2 for 2. Ali and Hakimur, they need to take some responsibility now. .65 or 54. Yet you can say that it is absolutely gettable. They cannot panic. That's the catch now. Wanted to hit it really hard. Got a single there. They need to do it on a regular basis now.
Zubair won't mind the single. He'd like to bowl to a right-handed batter, and Hakimur is on strike now. The right-handed batter, Zubair, will go back to his round-the-wicket channel that has given him a lot of success in the previous over. Picked up a couple of wickets already. Lainas Sports Club really looking business. They understand they've got a chance here. From wide of the crease, well bowled. Should have stopped that. A single taken. Sloppy from the bowler.
Usually bowlers are very good fielders of their own bowling, but on that occasion Jobai lets it go. 2 singles of the first 2 balls. Jobai still trying to attack. We are in the 4th over. Beautifully played. Couldn't pierce the gap though. Denied a single. I thought there was a single.
No risks being taken now by the Phantom cricketers. They need this partnership to grow. That was well fielded within the 30-yard circle from the fielder at backward point. Wide of the stumps. Thrashed that. 1 bounce onto the fence for 4. That's lovely from Ali.
Now that mistake, that misfield of his own bowling in the second ball of this over, that has beaten him back. Jobai against the left-handed batter, he is still searching for the right area against Ali and missing it big time. It was a wide delivery, it was a hit me delivery, and Ali obliged. Beautifully played shot for a much needed one. 10 runs partnership. This partnership needs to grow from Phantom's point of view. This is good cricket. This is very good cricket. Immediately took the single after hitting a boundary.
Could the fielders in the inner circle get a bit tighter here? Because he's just dabbing it to the fielders and taking those singles away. So the batters are putting pressure on to the fielders in the inner circle. They need to be a bit more proactive, I think. Could step up a few yards in. If they're inside the circle, they certainly have to stop those singles. Well bowled, nicely played as well. There is a gap on the onside. So this is good going. A boundary can change the complexion of the game. 8 runs coming off it. After 4, Phantom cricketers 29 for 3.
From Australia's perspective, 29 for 3 after 4. This could be a tight game. This is the final. Yes, the batting team, they know the target is not a very big one, but the bowling team, they also know that this is the final push they need. A bit wide that occasion. There is protection. The deep point region. Hakimur and Ali, they need to make this partnership talk.
Russell is into his 3rd over, so Lainas Sports Club have decided they're going to give the off spinner his 3 overs. We still haven't seen a bowling change. The 2 bowlers have been bowling from both ends so far. Much better. This is very good. But good running as well. Easy change of ends from the batters. This is exactly what I was mentioning in the previous over as well, that you need to really put pressure onto the batters. They just can't go ahead and pick those singles at will, because they are also trying to play the matchups. They want the right-handed batter to face the off spinner. It's quite defensive from Hakimur. Very careful. Probably trying to play out this over. Lainas Sports Club bringing out their best bowlers at the beginning. Very well bowled once again, but nicely played. Oh, the frustration from the fielder. It's beating the ground. 3 singles, and yet look at the disappointment in the Lainas Sports Club fielding side. They know they could have stopped a few.
Absolutely, they could have stopped the last 2 singles, especially when he was bowling against Ali, and he kept the offside open. Still it is open. There is a big gap. Backward point and cover. That's it. And the cover is more towards that long off, and now what a big hit. Ali, he just threw the matchup game out of the window.
That was a brilliant shot there from Ali. His eyes lit up as soon as he saw that ball flighted towards him. It dropped just outside the off stump within his hitting arc. And he smashed that. They'll have to find another ball. That one has lost itself in that greenery behind the side screen. Huge 6. A big shot in the context of the game. So the boundaries are starting to flow. We've seen 1-4 in the previous over, and now a 6 in this one. 9 runs already off the over. 1 more ball remains. Russell has been expensive. 28 he's given. Well bowled. Again, sensible batting. Ali keeps strike. This is very good from Phantom Cricketers. After 5, 39 for 3.
Russell has finished his spell, 1 for 29. Now Jower will finish his. 6 overs on the trot using only 2 bowlers. Jower, the most successful one, picked up 2 wickets in his first over. That is good delivery, good bowling, tight line, tight lengths. But I do not like the field. I do not like the idea of having a deep cover. You are not defending a big total, and you are setting a defensive field like that. You are setting a field for bad bowling. That is not done. You must keep the batters under pressure. You must stop those easy singles. Look at that. Look at that. That is absolute criminal from the fielding side. Leaving that space wide. Leaving that space open. That option available for the batters. And they will happily take it. They will happily maneuver that gap all day long.
And let's see what Zubair has in stock for the right-handed batter. Was he intentionally trying to get Ali on the other side? Much better. Tight within the stumps. This has been a teasing over from Zubair. The batters are not finding it easy to go for those big shots. But then again, our Lainas Sports Club utilizing their best bowlers too early. What are they going to do after this? Well bowled. Went with the arm though. I thought there might have been a deflection of the pads, but the umpire thinks otherwise. Wide and an extra run, so this has been a good tight over. Zubair probably trying to bowl too tight within the stumps. Losing his line. Oh, that smashed hard. And that smashed into the gap, but well fielded. Excellent from Shajol. One-handed stop, hopping a bit. The throw comes back. Couple of runs for the batters, but he's certainly saved 2 for his team.
This is good cricket from both the teams. It was a fuller ball. It was a very well played shot and a brilliant fielding. Jobair trying hard to pick up another wicket. He picked up 2 already. Brilliantly bowled. And to be honest, Parvez, when your captain trusts you so much, in fact both the bowlers, that you are finishing them straight 6 overs, I think that also puts the bowler a bit under extra pressure to deliver. That yes, I have to pick up a wicket now, and sometimes that could go wrong as well.
And the Phantom cricketers, they've played out the 6 overs well. A dot to end. Jobair finishes his spell. It was an excellent one. 2 for 15 from his 3. Just the 4-5 runs coming from this over. 44 for 3 after 6.
Played across the line into the gap. Will be a single only. So good fielding. Joy, the new bowler, another spinner has been introduced into the attack. 45 scored, 41 required. 37 balls have been bowled. 35 is still remaining. The right arm off spinner. One good thing about Lainas, that they have multiple right arm off spinners, which is useful today because Phantom also have multiple left-handed batters in their lineup.
Yes. And I just got confused. Saw him bowl right arm off spin in the previous delivery, and this time he goes with his left arm orthodox spin. So Joy is bringing joy to this Cricketers Academy ground by showing off his skills. An ambidextrous bowler, can bowl with both hands. To have someone like him is very, very useful, and he might surprise a lot of players there. Just look at how well controlled his bowling is. Looks like he can find those spots from bowling his off spin with his right hand and his left hand as well. 4 singles conceded, yes, but probably the batters got surprised as well to see how well controlled he's been bowling. Goes back to his left arm orthodox spin. Again, very good lines and lengths. The batter's just managing the single. You need to stop the singles. Yes, that is another conversation, but I've been very impressed with how Joy has controlled this over. Hasn't given anything away.
Please tell me why these skills should not be called all-round skills. I don't think it's any less useful than batting and bowling, being able to bowl with both arms and equally being effective. 6 runs of the first Joy over, 50 for 3 after 7. Shajal, right arm medium fast bowler. So the batters should enjoy this pace on the ball. The spinners were proving difficult to put away for runs, for boundaries. Now it will be very interesting to see how Ali and Hakimur approaches against the pace bowlers. .36 required of 30 balls. This is a nice little partnership going on. Both batters are now in set. Ali 20 of 16, Hakimur 13 of 17. Hakimur is taking a bit more time. It's okay because they know what is the requirement. They know exactly what should be the pace of this run chase. Upishly played. What a hit! Oh my goodness! Is that the biggest one of the day?
Slams that. That one had height, and that went the distance. The umpires still hoping that the ball would return. Yes, it has returned from one ground to the other. There are 2 adjacent grounds here at the Cricketers Academy. We're playing in the ground number 1. Down the leg. Misfield from the wicket keeper. We'll have to look at the umpire signal as well. Did it come off the bat? Probably, yes. The run was given to Ali. So, could you term it as a drop catch as well from Morshid?
Well, I thought it was a wide delivery, but yes, runs given. So unfortunately, we could say that Morshid dropped its opportunity as well. Nevertheless, the record run rate is more comfortable now for Phantom. Just over 6, 29 of 28. Will be a boundary. Now officially the record run rate is less than 6. Hakimur walking down the ground, picking up the gap beautifully. And as I said, batters have enjoyed pace on ball all day today.
Probably they've run out of spinners. We've seen 3 spinners in action and 3 good quality spinners in action. And while they were bowling, Lainas Sports Club looked to be in the game, but Shajul comes in, 11 of 3 deliveries. And already it looks like the game is going out of hand. He'll try to finish this over as quietly as possible. Outside off, slashed at it. It's high. Good attempt in the field as well, but the batters will go for the single. So they've actually targeted the pace bowler here, and I think they know that there is an opportunity to get quick runs and make this run chase pretty easy at the moment. 24 needed of 26. Hakimur started slow, but he's slowly gaining momentum. And Ali, on the other hand, I think he played spin really well.
Well, he played pace really well as well. This time the umpires has signaled it as a wide. So this was a momentum shifting over for Phantom. And now you can see the body language is changing gradually. Especially you can see the shoulders of Ali. They are more relaxed now. 63 for 3, 23 more required. Once again slower ball it was. Down the leg side, Ali tapped it for another single.
It's been a very, very expensive over. As I've mentioned rightly, the momentum has shifted in favor of the Phantom cricketers. 14 runs from it. Shajal's first over, something that he'd want to forget. And things are not getting easier because he has to bowl to a right-hander and then to a left-handed batter once a single is taken. Good Yorker, wide Yorker. Dug it well, will pick up a single. 15 runs. Very, very expensive. And something that Lainas Sports Club will suffer from. After 8, Phantom cricketers 65 for 3.
Rakin Aziz, the skipper. Can he break this partnership? 21 required and they are badly in need of wickets. Rakin Aziz failed with the bat today. Now can he inspire his team, motivate his team? Started with a single, Hakimur. But what a partnership this has been, Parvez. They were in trouble, losing 3 quick wickets, but now they are sitting on top. Initially they took a bit of time to steady the ship and then they tried to counter attack. Ali has been brilliant. Hakimur is complementing his partner beautifully. Only 20 runs required. It will be a wide ball.
Pretty awkward, that delivery. A lot of little steps he takes before the release. This one was within the stumps but swept very nicely. Ali is on a roll. A boundary. You just cannot stop him at the moment. The captain comes in. He needs to put up an inspiring performance, but instead he's getting punished for some ordinary bowling here. 15 needed now of 22. The equation getting easier for Phantom cricketers. Just look at that shot from Ali. Supreme confidence and the understanding of where the gaps are. Brilliantly placed. What was that? He hit it straight. That's high in the air. That goes all the way. We'll have to look at the umpire's signal as well. He just gives it a 6. Was thinking could have been a no ball as well. That was a very high full toss.
Well, it was definitely should have been considered for a no ball, but nevertheless, Ali doesn't care really. He wants to finish it probably in 10 overs. And for that, they need 9 of 9. But they got 12 more extra balls. So they are in absolutely no hurry. Brilliant 38 run innings so far from Ali. What a beautiful mixture of caution and aggression from this little guy. Was guilty part of a misfield and conceding a boundary while he was fielding, but he definitely is trying to make it up for his team. Rakin Aziz kept it wide a bit, and Ali, he also left it.
That kept low. Ali went for that wild slog. He's aiming for those big shots now. Wants to end this game as quickly as possible. Rakin. Final ball of the over. Slow again. Well defended. 12 runs coming off it. So just 9 needed from 18 deliveries for the Phantom Cricketers. 77 for 3 after 9.
Hakimur on strike. Joy is the new bowler, the ambidextrous talent. Hakimur goes big, and he got the maximum result. What a shot! Big stride forward, trying to play it over mid wicket, and brilliant connection as well. Now it's almost curtains for Lainas.
One big shot, one good shot, and the match could be over. Hakimur on strike. Joy. Oh, bowls it down the leg side. Bowled a great over the previous one. But in this over conceded 6 on the first ball and then suddenly loses his line again. So 2 more needed for the Phantom Cricketers to win the Plate Cup. That was almost a Yorker.
That is the winning run. That is the winning shot. Hakimur was a bit short. He saw the width and hit it really hard. And I was saying that Ali and Hakimur, they were targeting to end this game within 10 overs, and they did it. Phantom Cricketers, they are the plate champions for the Bimatech presents Royal Champions Trophy Season 5, powered by Jersey Smith. Brilliant performance from Phantom Cricketers. from the very starting of this game, they rarely put a foot wrong in this game, winning the toss, deciding to field first, then picking up wickets 9 for 3, 33 for 4, picking up wickets on regular intervals and restricting the opponent within 85 runs only, and then chasing it down with ease. Yes, they lost a couple of wickets in one of the overs. They were also 17 for 3, but Ali and Hakimur, they made it look very easy, and it was a professional performance. It was a clinical run chase at the end, and they won it by 7 wickets. Congratulations, Phantom cricketers.
Here's the batting card of the run chase. 86 was the target. Sabbir started off really quick. 10 from 6. Rimon could not survive. Zubair picking up a couple of wickets in his first over. At one point it was 17 for 3, but from there on, Hakimur and Ali, they came in and had that partnership that really took away the game. 9.3 overs, 88 for 3. The bowling card doesn't give you a good story. Zubair and Russell were the two that took some limelight. But in the end, it was an easy enough run chase for the Phantom cricketers as they go ahead and win the Plate Championship by 7 wickets.